And her sides of her breasts cupping and twisting her nipples.
Kayla, we're rolling. We're rolling.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on J.A.K. News. Last week, we had a lot of feedback from our viewers about our guests from the Art-Tech and Records Management Department. Attention schedules.
Kayla, we're rolling. Kayla. Get up! We're rolling! We're rolling!
Thank you. This is someone from the Archives and Records Management Department. Anyway, this week, luckily, a new segment called The Acquisitions Report. Dun dun. Where we will be telling you, our viewers, what you need in your library. Get it together, guys. We get it. You need 10 copies of your Twilight, but really, we need some new, fresh material. For my choice, I wanted to do something more prestigious, an award-winning book for adults. For my choice, I'll be doing Margaret Atwood's J.A.K. We're not doing that. The Other Side of the Game. Amanda Paris. You may know her from our competition CTV News, but doesn't matter. Whatever. Published by that, what's that thing called? Playwright Canada Press? Playwright Canada Press? Whatever. It's good. The book's good. I can't admit it because it's only $17.95. It's so cheap too. It's about two separate storylines that are realistically exploring the different aspects of the Black community throughout the era of the Black Panther, the Black Lives Matter. It's very interesting, very relevant to today, you could say. And the reviews, it's crazy. Even like the Globe and Mail, the Star, they're all reviewing it. We have a review here. Excuse me. Witty writing. Martin Monroe, the Globe and Mail. Interesting. Witty writing. Interesting. We also have someone here from Carly Maga. Suspicious. She rates the worthy work of combating the idea that Black women are superhuman, able to bear the weight of their communities, fight racism on macro and micro levels, and care for their families while managing a tight budget. It's interesting. And since we're a Canadian channel, she's a Canadian. There are references in this book that are specific to people who live in Toronto. You know what I'm talking about. Jokes about no frills. But Young and Bloor, you know these places. It's so funny. Since it's a local book, we need to support this up-and-coming author. It's also a playwright and it's very popular. Overall, it's a Governor General's Literary Award winner for drama. The power. And now we have Jessica Coventry live at, where is she? Say that again. Jessica, can you hear me? Live to Jessica Coventry. Thank you, J.A.K. can't just have award-winning books for adults. We need to share these awards with everyone, like our young adults, our children. That's why my next choice will be A Force of Reading, a Red Maple Award winner book, The Winaway, by Vicky Vincent. Published in Canada. We love this Canadian, oh Canada. And it's priced so fairly at $10.99. Let's be honest, it's $11. I don't know why they say $10.99. What's the extra cent gonna do? You know? Confusing. It's about two friends that were separated by tragedy. We don't know what happened. I haven't read the book yet, but I know it has to be good because it was in the Forest Reading. The Red Maple. Red Maple is for those young adult children in high school. You know it's good because high school students don't read. I did. But we don't know what those other kids were doing. I saw alcohol. We don't judge on this program. It follows the one friend that tries to save and avenge the other friend. So it's a spoiler. I can't even say any more. We just know two friends get separated, and one friend is trying to do something to help that friend. Because all the reviews I found are all spoilery. We can't be spoiling books for the children who want to read this. We need to contact Scholastic Canada. But we do know that there are amazing reviews by CBC Books. Ooh, competition. A page-turning adventure that will have readers rooting for their new hero. Oh, kind of spoilery. Ooh. By Krista Seeley from Women Write About Comics. Oh, interesting. Also new competition. An addictive science fiction thriller from beginning to end. Very interesting. I love the thrillers and the science fiction of it all. It's a mystery we don't know until you read that book. That's why we need it in your library. I want to read it. Put it in your library so I can come and read it, please. Thank you. And now to Astrid.
Thanks, Kayla. This is Jin. He's asked the J.A.K Library about a book called A Mind Spread Out on the Ground by Alicia Elliott, published by Doubleday Canada. You can find it on penguinrandomhouse.ca at $25 on hardcover. And Jin was interested in it because it's a collection of essays about the treatment of Native peoples. It's about a Canadian author and her Canadian problems. Okay, there you are, Jin. Yeah, you gotta stay here while I'm talking about your book, silly dog. And yeah, it touches on subjects such as language, colonialism, intergenerational trauma, as well as parenthood, love, poverty, and gentrification. So the ISBN for this book, Jin has been practicing it all day long, and of course, just doesn't wanna. You don't wanna say it, Jin? You don't wanna? No? Okay. Well, I don't want to either, so here's my script. Nice. So, we chose this book for the library and for Jin because it's topical. It touches on the political climate right now about reconciliation, as well as it's a Canadian author talking about Canadian problems, as we said earlier. And it's highly reviewed as both fantastic and important. So, yeah, that's the book Jin's all excited for. Is that that's what you're waiting for? That's what you're waiting for? Yeah? Yeah, well, back to you, Kayla.
Maybe we finally get rid of that like stupid 50 Shades of Grey series. It was disgusting.
Caleb, you can't say that.
Sorry for that. On this next week's episode, we'll be talking about the 50 Shades of Grey series. What interesting books we all have. Please, put them in your libraries. We beg. We beg. I'm Raker. Caleb Friday. On J.A.K. News. See you next week, hopefully. Hopefully.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.